guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director, Nissan Motors Pvt. Professor Himadri Das, Director General and BOG member, IMI, and Chairperson of the Convocation, Professor PC Biswal, Director, IMI Bhubaneshwar, Shri Ajay Sahu, Executive Director, HR, RPSG Group, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Academic Advisory Council, Professor Mahua Banerjee, Director, IMI Kolkata, Professor Supriti Mishra, Dean Academics, IMI Bhubaneshwar, Professor Rachna Chattopadhyay, Dean Academics, IMI Kolkata, faculty and staff of IMI Bhubaneshwar, Delhi and Kolkata, members of the R.P. Sanjeev Goenka family, graduating students, distinguished guests, members of the media, alumni of IMI Bhubaneshwar, parents and relatives, students of 24, 26 and 25, 27 batches. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of IMI Bhubaneshwar, we welcome you all to the 13th Convocation ceremony. It is a matter of great pride for all of us that the 13th batch postgraduate diploma in management and the 2018 batch of the fellow program in management of IMI Bhubaneshwar is graduating today from under the hallowed portals of this young institution with a rich legacy.
It is indeed our privilege to have with us today Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director, Nissan Motors Pvt. And Dr. Himadri Das, Director General and Member, Board of Governors, IMI.
Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Chairman, Board of Governors, IMI Bhubaneshwar, and R.P. Sanjeev Goenka Group has conveyed his best wishes to the graduating students and to the entire IMI Bhubaneshwar family. Dr. Himadri Das, Director General, IMI, will chair the proceedings of the convocation today.
Late Dr. Ramaprasad Goenka's visionary leadership and statesman-like demeanor have driven IMI since it first took its baby steps. We bow our heads to this great son of India. We are indeed proud to be a part of such a distinguished heritage being carried forward by Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Chairman, Board of Governors IMI and R.P. Sanjeev Goenka Group.
May I now request our Director, Professor P.C. Biswal, to please welcome the Chief Guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director, Nissan Motors Pvt. By presenting him with a sapling as a token of respect.
May I request our Director, Professor P.C. Biswal, to please welcome Professor Himadri Das by presenting him with a sapling as a token of respect. May I now request Dr. Himadri Das, the Chairperson of the Convocation, to declare the convocation open.
Thank you so much, sir. May we now humbly invite our Chief Guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Dr. Himadri Das, Professor P.C. Biswal, and Professor Supriti Mishra to light the auspicious lamp and mark the beginning of the convocation ceremony.
like to begin this auspicious occasion with an invocation of knowledge. May I request our students, Shreya, Divya Rani, and Shruti to recite the Saraswati Vandana.
हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधातिं पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्। Thank you so much. We are privileged to have Dr. Himadri Das, the Director General and Member of Board of Governors, IMI, with us today to chair the convocation. Dr. Himadri Das is a Director General of IMI with overall responsibility for all three campuses in Delhi, Bhubaneswar, and Kolkata. He took on this role in October 2018 on his return to IMI after being away for almost 6 years. During the time he was away, he first served as Director of Great Lakes Institute of Management, Gurgaon, and then as Director of MDI, Gurgaon. In his first innings at IMI Delhi, he spent 11 years as Professor of Finance and Information Systems. In addition to taking on a variety of leadership roles, out of which 5 years were as a Dean Academics. Prior to these academic roles, he has about 13 years of corporate experience, mainly in the IT products and services industry, in the US and India, for software multinationals involved with products for engineering and financial applications.
He has been a visiting professor at the University of Luxembourg, the Tampere University in Finland, and the Grenoble Graduate School of Business in France. He has a BTech and MBA from IIT Delhi and an MS and PhD from the University of Virginia, USA. May I now request the Chairperson, Dr. Himadri Das, to deliver the welcome address.
I would request everyone to please keep their mobile phones on silent mode. A gentle reminder for everyone.
Our convocation chief guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director of Nissan India, and most importantly, in 1996, alumnus of the Delhi campus of IMI. I'm personally proud on 2 points that one of ours is heading Nissan India. And I'm delighted that he could travel all the way from Delhi on a very tight schedule to be here for us. Professor B.C. Biswal, Director IMI Bhubaneshwar. Professor Supriti Mishra, Dean Academics, IMI Bhubaneshwar. My colleagues from the RPSG group and all campuses of IMI, graduating students and their family members who have come to witness this momentous occasion. I stand here today on behalf of the Chairman of the Board, Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, who because of other pressing engagements was unfortunately not able to travel. And instead of him, he requested me to chair the convocation on his behalf. So, greetings from the Chairman of the Board, Dr. Sanjeev Goenka. And before I start saying anything else, from his side, congratulations to the graduating students, best wishes, and also congratulations to the families of the graduating students. It's a very auspicious occasion today, the 13th convocation on the 13th of December. And whoever said 13 was an unlucky number, right? They don't know what they're talking about. It was nice to walk in. I could see everywhere 13th convocation, 13th December. And what can be more auspicious than that? 193 students getting their PGDM degrees and one student getting the FPM, the doctoral degree. Big graduating class. I believe about 140 of them have been able to physically come in today, which is a very, very encouraging and heartening turnout. So I must thank all the graduating students who made time to come. I'm sure almost all of you, if not all, have traveled from out of Bhubaneswar and have taken time. I know it's a weekend, but still, taken time off from work in some way or the other, because you probably have come, you came in yesterday, you guys partied last night, meeting everybody, which is a good thing to do. And then you'll probably party tonight and then go back tomorrow. And this is a momentous occasion, so you should party. I think you deserve it. And we don't know when so many of you are going to be together again from the same batch on such an occasion. So please enjoy the few days you are here. You're in the beginning part of your career. So I thought, without making it too long, I will give you a few pointers that I've personally seen in my career, which is a little longer than your career so far, which have held me in good stead. And I'm not going to say them in any particular order, right? So don't get fixated on the order I'm going to say. I'm going to say it in the order that comes to my mind. There is no substitute for integrity. No matter what you do, you must do it with the highest level of integrity. And what I always say to people is that when you go to bed at night, you should be able to sleep with a clear conscience, and only then you will get a good night's sleep. That can happen if everything you do is with the utmost integrity. Then you will have a clear conscience and you will go to sleep. No matter how late you go to sleep, no matter how tough your day has been, you will at least sleep well. So do this for your organization, do this for your community, and most importantly, do it for yourself. You will benefit when you know you are leading a life of integrity. You should also, I'm not going to say hard work, that I think everybody knows. So hard work, there's no substitute for that. So I'm not going to even say that. That's table stakes. Try and get some, since you're in the beginning part of your career, try and get some quick wins under your belt so that you can say to your boss that, look, I was able to do this. Even if you're part of a team, I led this achievement, or I was an integral part of a team which can own this achievement. Because if you get quick wins in your careers, it builds you credibility. Then, armed with that badge of the quick win, when you go and ask your boss for maybe an early promotion or a lateral move into some other part of the organization, they take you more seriously because they say that you are a performer. They see that you are a proven performer. So go for quick wins and look at things that you can do quickly to get under your belt. And one area which some of you might have heard me say this before and some of you might be sick of hearing me say it again, is you can get quick wins in sales. So if you start your career in sales, it's not even debatable or arguable what you achieve, because you are generating revenue which is measured in this country rupees and paisa. So if you can start a career in sales, doesn't mean you have to be in sales forever. It is much easier to get those quick wins which you can then showcase and brandish to your bosses and say, look, when I'm given something, I can do it, I can meet targets, I can exceed targets. Now I want to do something else, so let me do that and I'll perform equally well. So think about it. I know in business school in this country, sales is a bad word, but it's actually a great way to start your career. And I heard this in a similar forum, I didn't say, but I'm sure all of you have heard about this management guru called Ramcharan. So Dr. Ramcharan, I had heard him say this back in 2013, which was 12 years ago, to again a group of young students who were about to graduate. And so I'm borrowing something he said. This is not written, but I believe in it, which is why I'm emphasizing it. Build a good network, and not just the network you have built in business school, but build a good network at work. And it doesn't mean only your peers and your colleagues. Start meeting people from other departments, other functions. Meet them for lunch. Meet them for a beer at the end of the day. Meet them for dinner. On weekends, go do something with them. These days there is pickleball. Go play pickleball. If some of you want to pick up playing golf, it's a great way to network. Start playing golf. At least pickleball is easy. So do something like that so that you get to meet people you otherwise won't meet and get to spend some time with them. And it's not just to network. There is a saying in English which I don't believe. The saying is curiosity killed the cat, but actually curiosity will help you thrive. So be curious, ask questions, and not only ask questions within your teams and your bosses, ask questions from people in other teams, which is why I'm saying when you network, just don't go and just have fun. Along with having fun, you also find out what they do. And from finding out what they do, it's a very fast way to broaden your horizons. Because otherwise, you work in one function for 3 years, 4 years, and then you move to another function. That is a very slow way of learning what the entire business does. When you have access to people who are working in other functions in the same organization. So talk to them, ask them questions, be curious, and find out what they're doing. And that's a very fast way to give you a broader perspective of how a business organization works outside of your domain or function. So be curious, learn, be inquisitive. The last thing I'd say is be a very good human being. So integrity is one thing, being a good human being is a different thing. It's a different dimension. When I say be a good human being means be humble, no matter how well you do. Be humble, treat people with respect. Finally, all people are fellow human beings. So it doesn't matter if they are junior to you. I mean, I know you will treat your seniors with respect, but more importantly, the people who are junior to you, and who may not have the good fortune of having the kind of education you have had. Treat them with the same respect you treat your seniors. People will remember you for the way you treat them and the way you behave with them. They will not remember you for the designation you hold. You will retire someday, might appear like much later, but someday you will retire and nobody will remember you unless you have treated them well. So how you touch people and how you make them feel is what people remember you by. So please keep that in mind, no matter how well you do, how fast you grow in the corporate career, how fast, how whatever acceleration you might have, always remember that you are standing on the shoulders of a lot of other people and you owe it to them as fellow human beings to treat them with respect always. Thank you very much and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite our director, Professor P.C. Biswal, to present the director's report.
Our chief guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director, Nissan Motors Pvt. Dr. Himadri, Director General and Board of Governors, IMI, and the Chairperson of this convocation. Dr. Supriti Misra, Dean Academics, IMI Bhubaneswar. Mr. Ajay Sahu, Executive Director HR, RPSG Group. Dr. Mohua Banerjee, Director IMI Kolkata. Faculty and staff of IMI Bhubaneswar, IMI Delhi and IMI Kolkata. Members of RP Sanjeev Goenka family. Esteemed guests, students and alumni, dear graduating batch students, parents and relatives, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and a warm welcome to the 13th convocation of IMI Bhubaneswar. As Professor Himadri said, it's an auspicious occasion. It is just 13th convocation on 13th of December. Let me tell you how 13th is also good for us. 13th November is also our foundation day, which we celebrated actually the one month before exactly. So it is truly a day of celebration for all of us, and I am delighted to share this moment with each of you. And first and foremost, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, who took time out of his busy schedule when one delegate, what he says, visiting, so foreign delegate visiting India for work, so taking time out of it and agreed to deliver the convocation address. Thank you, sir. So let me actually speak something about IMI. Then we will move to the practice of report. We have tried to actually reduce. I have not actually think everything about it, some of the highlights of the year. So IMI Bhubaneswar is a corporate sponsored business school promoted by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, and we commenced our first batch in 2011. AICT approved PGDM batch in 2011, and this is the 13th batch which is graduating today. Let Shri Ramprasad Goenka, a visionary leader, was the first chairman of the IMI Board of Governors. We began with a simple but powerful vision to be a premier business school that not only imparts world-class management education but also instills a sense of purpose, responsibility and leadership in our students. From a small group of 3 to 4 dedicated faculty members way back in 2011 when they started, with 12 passionate students, we have grown into an institute that now stands as one of the premier B schools with 25 full-time faculty members, around 10 adjunct and visiting faculty members, and 3 AICT approved long duration programs and having 400 students on campus. That's the growth of this young institution in the last 13 years. So I would like to highlight some notable achievements of IMI Bhubaneswar in last academic year. So most important thing is very IMI Bhubaneswar. So many of you know, if some of you actually not aware about international accreditation, because all the educational institutions, higher education institutions, so they go through some accreditation process. Those are the quality of the assessment bodies or the agencies. So there are three notable international accreditation bodies. Those who are called any business school or the university, those who receive those three international accreditations, they are called so-called triple crown. So out of that three international accreditations, we have one already, which is AMBA Association of MBAs, that's UK based. And recently this year, so our second international accreditation accord, which is called double SCSB. Fine. So they have received and accepted our initial evaluation report and requested us to submit our fast progress report within a year. That's a milestone by itself. And coming to one more achievement which is usually presented is number of publications. The total number of Scopus Index publications, research papers published by our faculty members, and most important thing, all our faculty members are PhDs. 100% of our faculty members are PhDs. And this year the number is 48. I'm talking about academic year 24-25 and ending March. So 48 publications, including 9 publications in ABDC A category journals. The average publication output turns out to be 2 per faculty per year. And of course, we have a target to increase this to 4 in next 2 to 3 years time per faculty. And we successfully organized 2 international conferences last academic year. So the international conference on global business environment was held in collaboration with IGADE Business School, Mexico. And this year, the same conference of this edition, so will be in collaboration with University of Portsmouth, the UK. And our second conference last year was on the International Conference on Banking and Finance. So that was held in the last academic year, and we'll have the next edition also coming up in this year in February. And one of our faculty colleagues was honored with 2 distinct awards from the Association of Indian Management Schools. So first one is the AIMS Management Scholar Award in August, and the other one is the Best Teacher Award very recently in December. As a step towards environmental, social and governance goals, we have introduced a summer internship like program which is called compulsory social immersion component into our curriculum. All of our students, 180 plus after the 9th standard, around 190 students, all of them compulsorily will visit rural India and complete that the project. So that's the compulsory component of the curriculum which we have introduced as our goal towards the ESC. And coming one more notable thing what we did. So last batch which has taken the admissions now, our current first year batch. So we have introduced, because there is a lot of discussion, talk around AI, right? A lot of business schools only teach AI to their students when they go to actual industry, they remain prepared for the AI. So we also, the business school adopted, introduced AI in our admission process. So in the last batch, we have already introduced AI as a part of our assessment in the admissions process. So coming to the placements. So despite a challenging landscape of the businesses and the industry, so in the last year, IMI Bhubaneswar secured 100% placements in the academic year 24 and 25. IMI Bhubaneswar secured its first ever international placement also in last academic year 24-25. Furthermore, the institution recorded remarkable growth of a 92% year-over-year growth, increase in the highest salary, and a solid 6% growth in the average salary compared to the last academic year. So this is about some of the highlights and achievements of the IMI Bhubaneswar as a business school in last academic year. Now let me, Professor Himadri shared some of these experiences that you would need to carry with you, dear graduating students. Today marks a milestone in your life, one earned through perseverance, discipline and your commitment to excellence. As you step into a world filled with uncertainties as well as opportunities, I want to leave you with a few thoughts, and I believe will guide you far beyond the walls of IMI Bhubaneswar. The first and foremost thing is strive for excellence in everything you do. That's what we have tried in the last 2 years. When you are there actually on our campus, we would like you to continue with that. Target and strive for excellence, whatever you do in your life going forward. So in industry and society, competence and character must go hand in hand. Which Professor Imadri was talking about integrity. So integrity should go hand in hand with your competence. Right? So without integrity, what you achieve may not add significant value to the businesses as well to the society at large. Let the quality of your work speak of you. Let your integrity distinguishes you. Carry the IMI Bhubaneswar flag high through the professional choices you make in the future, the professionalism you demonstrate. That's very, very important, which is very similar point he was talking about. It's not that salary, what you get, the position or the designation what we carry. So try to find the purpose in your life. Right? So a truly successful life is not merely built on achievements and titles and the salary what you get, but on meaning and the purpose. Your degree, when you are there in IMI Bhubaneswar, provided valuable knowledge of what to do and how to do it. It is your inherent curiosity that will now illuminate and crucial why to do it. Take time to discover what truly motivates you. And humble in successful times. Third, never stop learning. Stay curious. So the world you are entering is dynamic, unpredictable, full of uncertainties, and driven by relentless innovations. Continuous learning is therefore not a recommendation any further, but a critical necessity nowadays. The skills you acquire today may quickly become obsolete. So making sustained curiosity and adaptation are vital to avoid becoming irrelevant in the future. Keep your relevance, maintain your mobility. You should not get stuck if you don't upskill and reskill yourself. The way things are moving fast, probably at some point in time, you will find you are irrelevant and your mobility gets restricted. So before I conclude, I want to leave you with one final and deeply important thought that reaches far beyond your professional goals. Look around you today. Your achievements are the result of your hard work, no doubt, but yet stand equally on the foundation of sacrifice led by others. Your achievements. I am speaking of your parents and family members and the relatives. They did not just support your education, so they dedicated their lives, their dreams, and their resources into your future. Never forget the countless contributions, sacrifices, and unwavering love that brought you to this stage. As you embark on your professional journey, honor them in your actions and your decisions in future. For the rest of your life, their blessings, their goodwill, and their wisdom will be among the most powerful forces that will shape your future success. Finally, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the parents and the families of our graduating batch students. Thank you for entrusting IMI Bhubaneswar with the education and development of your children. Your support, sacrifices, and faith in our institution truly form the foundation of today's celebration. We sincerely thank you. Dear students, as you walk out with your degree today, you carry with you not only knowledge and skills, but also the values of this institution. Wherever you go, whatever you do in life, do it with courage, compassion, and a commitment to serve the society. Congratulations to all of you once again. May your journey be meaningful, impactful, and full of purpose. Thank you so much.
so much, sir. The students of the fellow program in management and postgraduate diploma in management will now receive the diplomas and certificates from the Director General. I request Professor Supriti Mishra, Dean Academics, to please announce the names of the students for the awards.
Candidates for the fellow program in management, please rise. The fellow program in management, the candidate will individually receive his certificate from Professor Himadri Das. As I call his name and then return to his seat and remain standing. Ashwini Kumar Bhuya. I am happy to present Ashwini, who has been examined and found qualified for the fellow program in management, and request the IMI Society to confer the certificate on him. Now, we will proceed with the award of postgraduate diploma in management. This year, 140 students will receive the diplomas in person and 53 students will receive their diplomas in absentia. Candidates for the postgraduate diploma in management, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their diplomas from the Director General as I call their names and then return to their seats and remain standing. Akanksha Mishra. Abhishek Kumar. Abhishek Kumar. Aditya Kumar Tiwari. Agniva Arnab. Anand Rai. Anjali Chaturvedi. Ankita Pani. Anshika Deepak. Archana Kar. Ayush Gupta. विदग्ध रंजन दास कानूनगो, दलजीत सिंह, देवांग शर्मा, दिया अग्रवाल, गौरव देव प्रताप तिवारी, हमजा बेग, हेमंत कौशल, ईश्वर मित्तल, केतकी मंडल, किरण प्रधान, महितोष माइती, मेहुल तनवर, निकिता रानी, प्रबल प्रताप सिंह, प्रतीक रॉय, राहुल खंडेलवाल, रंगन नायक, ऋषभ खिरवाल, रोहिणी पॉल, रुचिका साहू, Sakshi Singh, Samarth Singhi, Sashwat Patel, Shivangi, Soumya Datta Satpathy, Shreya Sinha, Suvarna Ghatak, Suchita Behra, Surang Sijaria, Subhradeep Maji, Tanmaya Majumdar, Twinkle Keshri. May I request everyone to put the phone in the silent mode or switch off mode? Thank you. Vivian Nicholas Michael, Yuvraj Haritwal, Anchal Verma, Abhik Agarwal, Abhishek Raj, Akash Chakravarti, Amrapali De, Anshuman Bera, Aritra Chatterjee. Also, may I request everyone to please maintain silence? Ashish Kumar Pandit, Avena Maheshwari, Ayush Hada, Vishwajit Sahu, Darsana Mishra, Dhairyam Kumar, G. Roshan, Hars Gupta, Himans Gupta, Justice Adam Manthena, Kushi Kesri, Mansi, Vitali Vyas, Neha Prakash, Nisit Surya, Prachin Singhai, Pratik Devnath, Priya Sharma, Priyanshu Chandola. Rajan Kumar. Risika Chaudhary. Rohit Garg. Ruchir Khurana. Sakhar Pine. Sakshi Kumari. Students, silence please. Please maintain silence. Sanjana Agarwal. K. Santosh Sivan. Saurabh Singh. Srivali Sahu. Shruti Gupta. Shubham Goenka. Sneha Prasad. Saurabh Panda. Srishti Srivastava. Subhalakshmi Behra. Sumit Kumar Rana. Swarnamai Kaur. Tanya Singh. Chaparak, Virat Singh Thakur, Yagyata Arora, Adit Bhushan Agarwal, Akshat Agarwal, Amaya Mangas Manegaonkar, Amrita Sadhu Khan, Aniket Raut, Anesa Das, Anvesa Das, Aritra Bag, Asutosh Vijay Malik, Abhipsa Chaudhary, Ayush Kumar Pandey, Bhavya Tantia, Chandni Sahu, Deepak Kumar, Divya Jyoti Majumdar, Gautam Kumar, Khushi Bisen, Krishna Patel. Student silence please. Please maintain silence. Mayank Raj, Mohit Ranjan, Petty Nikhil, Prakhar, Rayak Ranjan Sahu, Rajat Sandilya, Richik Datta, Ritvik Raj, Sakshi Prasad, Samriddhi Podar, Sayan Chattopadhyay, Shiv Kumar Sahitya, Shriyanshu Kumar, Shruti Tiwari, Siddhant Sekhar, Shrestha Debarman, Steve Richard, Shubham Kumar Gupta, Sunetra Mukherjee, Tejal Solanki, Vivek Kumar Singh, Yes, Sonakia. Yes, Kulwal. Shweta Jha. Somyajit Mahanti. Cherukuri Suresh. Sayandip Sarkar. Sakshi Priya. Satyam Pandey.
I confer on you the postgraduate diploma in management, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it.
May I now request the graduating students to bow down and take their seats.
এটা ধরো পছন্দ কিন্তু রটিকে ফাঙ্কা যান ব্যাক চলো रॉड के सीट दे दो यहाँ तो दे दो जनरल वालों को पैसे नहीं मिलते है ना
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. May I now request our chief guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, to give the certificates of merit for excellence in academic performance to the candidates for the postgraduate diploma in management. May I request Professor Sukriti Mishra, Dean Academics, to please announce the awards.
IMI BHUBANESWAR'S certificates of merit for obtaining the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh ranks based on academic performance have been awarded to the following students of the postgraduate diploma in management who will come forward as their names are called and receive the certificate from our chief guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa. First rank, Chairperson. Second rank, Darsana Mishra. Third rank, Peddi Nikhil. 5th rank, Shashwat Patel. 6th rank, Salvi Vaidyanath in absentia. 7th rank, Sweta Jha.
May I now request our Chief Guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, to award certificates of merit for the best summer internship project to the candidates of postgraduate diploma in management. May I request Professor Supriti Mishra, Dean Academics, to please announce the summer internship project awards.
The IMI Bhubaneswar Certificate of Merit for obtaining the 1st, 2nd and 3rd rank in the summer internship projects have been awarded to the following students of the postgraduate diploma in management will come forward as their names are called and receive the certificate from Mr. Saurabh Vatsa. First rank goes to Priyanshi Jaiswal, she is absent. Second rank, Shashwat Patel. The third rank holder, Afreen Khatun, is also absent.
Ladies and gentlemen, IMI Bhubaneswar recognizes its outstanding students to special awards for their performance. I request our most esteemed chief guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, to please award the meritorious students. May I request Professor Supriti Mishra, Dean Academics, to please announce the awards.
IMI Bhubaneswar Gold Medal for securing the first position and Silver Medal for securing the second position have been awarded to the following students of the postgraduate diploma in management who will come forward as their names are called and receive the medal and certificate from the chief guest. Gold Medal, Uschap Parak. Silver Medal, Darshana Mishra. Dr. Rama Prasad Goenka Best Student Medal, awarded for the all-round outstanding performance, and the Director's Medal for the overall contribution to the Institute have been awarded to the following students of the postgraduate diploma in management who will come forward as their names are called and receive the medals and certificates from the chief guest. Dr. Rama Prasad Goenka Best Student Medal, Uschap Parak. Director's Medal for overall contribution to the Institute, Sweta Jha.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. May I now request our Director, Professor P.C. Biswal, to invite our Chief Guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director, Nissan Motors India Private Limited, to deliver the convocation address.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce our chief guest.
Vision guides one of the world's leading automotive brands, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director, Nissan Motors India Private Limited. Saurabh Vatsa assumed the role of Managing Director at Nissan Motors India Private Limited in April 2024. His leadership comes at a pivotal time when Nissan is undertaking significant steps towards transformation in India. With over 25 years of experience in the automotive industry, Saurabh is an accomplished leader known for his P&L responsibilities and expertise in setting up brands from scratch. Previously at Stellantis, he played a key role in launching the Citroen brand in India. Also, his past association with General Motors included long-term assignment in South Korea, providing him with deeper insights into the Asian markets. Saurabh has worked across various functions, including product planning, program management, sales planning, marketing, communications, retail and commercial sales. He holds a degree from Delhi University and an MBA from IMI Delhi, along with an executive management program from the London Business School. His industry knowledge and strategic vision make him a valuable asset in the mix of evolving landscape of the automotive sector. I now invite Mr. Saurabh to the podium to deliver the convocation address. Please welcome him with a round of applause.
Namaskar everybody. DG sir, Professor Himadri Das, Professor Biswal, Professor Mishra, Professor Maua, Mr. Sau, distinguished respected members of the faculty, proud parents, members of the media, and my dearest graduating students. I think it's a great occasion. First of all, congratulations to each one of you for taking your degrees and passing out today officially and starting a new career journey as you embark beyond the institute. So a wonderful, big, hearty congratulations to each one of you. And I think you are a very thanda batch. You don't even clap for your colleagues. Please give a big round of clap for each one of you. That's how it should be. I think second and truly deserving round of applause goes to your professors. Please. You cannot imagine what they endure to make you who you are. I'm telling you. You cannot imagine what they endure to make you who you are. And last but not the least, the biggest round of applause goes to the lords of the last bench, the parents. That's the energy that you should carry from the institute. The blessings from this row right in front and the blessings from the rows right at the back will keep you grounded and will take you forward and propel you into your future. Professor Saab and all the professors, and I call them Professor Saabs with an S in the end, they all said you need to find a purpose. I say add another P to that. In fact, I had two P's to that. And put this where you should, in your heads, deeply ingrained. Find, first of all, pride, and second, find passion. Why I say pride? Because when we wear what we say here, right here, which is IMI, and we carry the diplomas which are right here with you, you will often your professional journeys and careers have people who will throw bigger names from bigger universities, bigger institutions. You should be able to stand up with pride, say I belong to IMI. You should carry that. And that will give you the confidence when you are in the industry. Never blink an eyelid when you have somebody from any other institution standing in front of you. Stand on your ground and have that pride. Second, passion. I must share with you, and I keep sharing with Professor Das, I am not an engineer, but I head a very large automotive company. I have more than 12,000 engineers working for us in India. We make cars, we engineer cars. We have large 5,500 people, Department of Research and Development, and they all report into me. I am not an engineer. I have done my BSc in computer science, but I don't do anything in computer science. And I did an MBA because I wanted to get into a car company, and I was telling that gentleman who came to pick me up in the morning, Sabyasachi, I don't know where he is, somewhere around, that I wanted to work for a car company. And I remember Professor J.D. Singh used to be there in IMI during my batch, and we were the second batch at IMI campus in Delhi. And I told him, sir, I want to go and interview so that I can practice because all the car companies are coming on day 2. He said, Jao, bilkul jao. And I went there, and you know what? I got selected by BILT, Ballarpur Industries Limited, which was a paper manufacturing company. So I went to Professor Saab and I told him, sir, very good, but join nahi karna. He says, ye dekh kya likha hai. Whoever gets selected on day 1 has to sign. I said, sir, I want to work for a car company. He said, no, you will work for a paper company because you went and they liked you and they selected you. So I worked for 1.5 years in a paper company. Every person, every senior, every vice president, every chief vice president in BILT used to say, tum galat jagah pe. You should be in a car company. And after 1.5 years, I wrote 3 letters. One to Mr. S.J. Avasti, who was the chairman of Daewoo Motor Corporation. One to Mr. Aditya Vij, who was the vice president of General Motors in India. And one to Mr. Bhargav in Maruti. I got 2 responses out of 3 letters. I got a call from Mr. S.J. Avasti's office from Daewoo. And I got Mr. Aditya Vij coming on the phone and saying, Saurabh, great letter, but I don't have headcount sanctions. When I have headcount sanctions, I'll call you. So General Motors was out. Mr. Avasti said, come to my office and I would like to see you. You've written an interesting letter, come to my office, I would like to see you. I went to his office and I said, and I always do that with Professor Das as well, kya piyoge? I said, sir, chai, kyunki aane mein 5 minute bhi lagte hain aur peene mein 10. So 15 minutes samne wale ke sath ensured hai. Right? In those 15 minutes, he was the big chairman of Daewoo Motors India, and he was sitting behind a big desk, signing papers, and I walked in, he looked like this through his glasses at me, and he said, Bolo, kya kar sakta hu? I said, sir, I'm not an engineer. I have the passion for cars. I race motorcycles, but I want to work for a car. So he said, okay, I cannot hire you because you're not an engineer. But what I'm going to do is that we are beginning the hiring for our next phase of expansion when the money is going to come. So I'm going to put you at the end of the hiring process. You would have jumped the queue by the fact that you're not an engineer, but you are in the queue. So I'll put you in the queue. You will have to clear the queue. You will have to go through the process. If you pass, welcome to Daewoo. It was a 3-month-long process, 5-stage process. I cleared 4 stages of that. And the final one was supposed to be the interview with Mr. S.H. Park, who was the chairman of Daewoo Motor India. Mr. Avasti was the MD, he was the chairman. And that day, when I went for my interview, this is the interesting bit. I met the same Tamilian gentleman who I had met outside Mr. Avasti's office when the first time I had gone there. You know what he said? Tera interview saab lega. I said, kaun sa saab lega? He says, Avasti saab lega. You know why? Because that man had been following this gentleman for 4 stages to figure out had he cleared each stage or not. Because he had given an opportunity to a guy who was not an engineer, but he wanted to work with passion, with dedication, honesty, and sincerity. This is exactly what Professor Saab said. Integrity, honesty, sincerity, and get some quick wins. You can't find better wins than doing something on your own and getting something on your own for your own self, because that was your passion. And by God, that will be your biggest pride moment. It was for me when Mr. Avasthi came into the interview and he asked me all those questions which he knew I could answer in front of Mr. Park. And at the end, he said, well done. And 2 weeks later, I had my appointment letter. This is why I say, find your passion, find your pride, believe in yourself, and then start your journey. Your journey of being cocooned, given direction, comes to an end today. All your respected faculty, they're going to send you off with your diplomas and lots of blessings and good wishes. Your first job after leaving IMI will perhaps be because you were an MBA from IMI. Your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth jobs will be based on who you are and what you're able to do for yourself and how you are able to, like Professor Sam said, get quick wins, show your mettle, and rise in the industry. One piece of very simple advice I'll give you, and I always share it with youngsters. Early enough in your careers, don't get slotted into functions and roles. I am marketing. I am rocket scientist. Don't. First 5 to 7 years of your career, be flexible, be hungry, like Steve Jobs says, be hungry, stay foolish. Look for anything and everything that you can do, because those 5-7 years in your area of the passion that you have will give you grounding like no school can. No school. I worked in GM for 20 years and you will not believe it. I call it a university. I call it a university because I had 17 transfers in 20 years. 17 transfers. I moved to 17 functions because every time my bosses used to say, we have an issue, somebody ready? Raise your hand. I signed up for dealer development. I joined in product planning because the guy had left. The boss said, I didn't know P of product planning. I got into product planning. Within 3 months, I was building new cars. From product planning, I went to the factory. I'm not an engineer, but I ended up in the factory. Why I'm telling you this is, it's very important. Don't condition yourselves that I am an accountant, I am a sales guy, I am a marketing guy, I am a software guy. Until unless you have that flexibility and you have that vision and you dare to move around within your organization, you will, like Professor Saab was saying, you will never be able to move fast enough because you will not know your industry. Once you know your industry, sky's the limit. But learn and understand your industry. Till now, you were known because of IMI. 10 years from now, IMI will be known because of you. It's a fact. It's a fact. Till now, you were known because of IMI, and 10 years from now, IMI will really enjoy it and get you back to the campus like they did with me. And I really enjoy coming back to the campus. And till now, it was only Delhi, and I'm really privileged, and it's my honor and it's my pleasure to be here with you in Bhubaneswar. It's my first time in the city, and it's in IMI. I have never been to Bhubaneswar before this, but I'm here in IMI. So, like I said, the institute takes you places. It's still taking me places, right? It's still getting me to Bhubaneswar. And find your pride, stay grounded, stay rooted. But early in your career, find your passion. It's really important. And there's no harm. There's no harm. Like I said, I started with a paper company. I knew everything about all the 7 paper machines in Yamunanagar plant. I knew about all the machines in Balarshah plant. I have also done my training in the chemical factory that we had in Karavar in Wild. There is no harm saying no to what you have and moving on to what you don't have, because that's where your passion is. The earlier you do it, the faster you will rise in your careers, the more satisfied you will be, and the more happy you will be. Don't forget one thing which nobody speaks of. And I'm going to leave you with that. Don't forget one thing that nobody speaks of. When you get to the corporate world, or you start doing your own businesses early enough, you will deal with stress, and stress like crazy. So please, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, start dealing with your own health. Nobody tells us when we leave the institute that you've got to look after your own self. We will all run after what we want to run after in the corporate world. What's really important is your mental health, emotional health, physical well-being. And nobody will stand by it. You will have to look after yourself. You will have to be strong. And you will have to exercise your body and mind. And you will have to keep your emotions stable, because that's what you deal with when you get out there. Not here. Here you will have this massive family to deal with. They will stand up for you. Your professors will guide you. Outside, you will be all by yourself. So have a peer group which had a phone while taking, and it'll be in pictures, so nobody will see it. Right? That mechanism is your first stress mechanism. I'm telling you, that's your first stress mechanism. And the second is when you get into your office environment. And then you get out of the office environment and you get back to that device. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please look after your health. That's the most important aspect that I'm sharing with you. Even now in India, we don't pay enough focus on physical, mental, emotional well-being. It's very important when you get out to start dealing with the pressures of the industry. Pressures are humongous. They are more on the youngsters, right? So I would give you a very, very clear advice and feedback that look after your health and stay happy, stay grounded. Find your pride, find your passion, because that's going to get you all that you are dreaming of. All that you're dreaming of. Learn to say no. It's the most difficult thing. Learn to say no. Everybody will tell you, learn to say yes. I tell you, with my experience in the industry, learn to say no at the right time, and you will be really, really, really successful. Once again, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, a big hearty congratulations to all the graduating outgoing students. It's really a pleasure to see the beaming pride in your eyes. And once again, a massive round of applause to your parents and your professors. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. May I request the Chairperson, Dr. Himadri Das, to kindly present a token of gratitude to Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director, Nissan Motors Pvt Limited, the chief guest of the ceremony.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Supriti Mishra, Dean Academics, to propose a vote of thanks.
Esteemed Chief Guest, Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, Managing Director, Nissan Motors Pvt Limited, Professor Himadri Das, Director General and BOG Member IMI and Chairperson of the Convocation, Professor PC Biswal, Director IMI Bhubaneswar, Shri Saurabh, Executive Director HR at PSG Group, Professor Mohua Banerjee, Director IMI Kolkata, Professor Rachana Chattopadhyay, Dean Academics, IMI Kolkata, dear faculty, members and staff members of IMI Bhubaneswar, graduating students, distinguished guests, members from the media. Some alumni are also there of IMI Bhubaneswar. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my great pleasure and honor to propose this vote of thanks. Having Mr. Saurabh Vatsa, the Managing Director, Nissan Motors Pvt for the convocation was indeed a matter of great honor. The fact that he is also the alumni of IMI Delhi actually added to the pleasure and the glory of this event. His emphasis on the 3 P's, the purpose, the passion and the pride, and also he emphasizing the need for taking care of your health, both physical and mental, was really kind of pearls of wisdom for all of us. Now he pointed out that the students didn't cheer even for their batchmates, so it was like, I must confess that that's because of me, because there was see, this is the last time actually we can reign over them as a professor, like you said, the professor Saab. So we had instructed them, no clappings, no handshakes, and bow down. And they did that with a lot of pride and a lot of pleasure, right? And of course, we are really, really proud of you for showing that discipline. Thank you all. My heartfelt thanks are due to Professor Himadri Das, DG IMI and member Board of Governors and the Chairperson of the ceremony. Always his brilliant impromptu speeches and his emphasis on the critical role of cells, integrity and human values again. So I think that is quite a good deal of suggestion and advice for all of you. Our thanks are due to the real architect of this convocation, our director, Professor P.C. Vishwal. His meticulous planning and dynamic leadership, always leading from the front, have made it possible to conduct this convocation successfully without much glitches. Tireless efforts to execute the director's plans by the administrative staff led by the head of administration, Dr. Malay Malla, who is also always on the ground and the forefront, deserve a special mention. All the admin departments in IMI Bhubaneswar, including the IT, media and PR, accounts, corporate relations, who worked consistently behind the scenes, are praiseworthy. Appreciation goes to all the convocation committee members led by our dear faculty members, ensuring that the convocation related works are executed seamlessly and efficiently. A special thanks go to the representative from the print and electronic media for their coverage of the event, and also thanks to the student volunteers who contributed for the smooth conduct of this event. The key roles played by the director's office and the program office with our staff members like Ms. Blasi, Nadia, Narendra, Nikita, and a lot of them, including Diganto, and then we have Dr. Rachita. All these need a special mention, and thank you all for facilitating in smooth conduct of this event. Last and most important, thanks are due to our graduating students and their parents for joining the event in great numbers. 150 is not a small number, and making it a huge success. A few words for all students before I leave. Your education is a dress yourself for life that is yours to lead. The tassel, which is not there anymore, so the Angavastram is worth the hassle. So let the Angavastram build a new momentum in your life. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I now request the chairperson to declare the convocation closed.
Our heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed guests and dignitaries for taking out their valuable time and gracing this occasion. Your encouraging words are a source of inspiration for all of us.
Heartiest congratulations to all the graduating students, their families, the faculty and staff of IMI Bhubaneshwar. You are all requested to stand for the national anthem and remain standing till the convocation procession leaves the hall after the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are thankful for your benign presence and participation. With this, we come to the end of the convocation event. We warmly invite all our graduates and their esteemed family members to join us for lunch in the cafeteria located near the amphitheater. Our student volunteers will be delighted to assist you throughout. Thank you.